Hello, hello, hello. So we are live again. I am live after 2 days. I was busy in other tasks. Sorry for that. And I hope you guys are having a great day. So, yeah, before I proceed, let me set a few things quickly. And basically, why I did not stream for 2 days. The reason is I was working on a screenplay for my animation short film, which I am planning to do completely solo. So, yeah, I am very much hopeful for that project. So that is the reason why I thought maybe I can skip live stream for 2 days, and eventually that will, like, I am allocating my time for live streaming and shifting it to screenplay writing. So eventually that will pay off, hopefully. So yeah, that being said, today I am fully prepared for the live stream, as you might have seen in the title already. Today we are going to do the retopology for our hand. And let me just quickly play a background music, or else it is way too boring. Yep, everything is set up properly. I think we are good to go. Yep, I have the file open with me. Today I did the setup previously, as I don't like that you guys wait for me to open the file. So today I have everything prepared, and here is the file. Let me quickly switch the screen. Here we go. And but before we proceed, of course, I'll have to save my files. I'll save it. This is the file which we are presently working at. Great, we are done for this. And yes, this is the update so far. You can see in this viewport we are done with the shoe, though few parts are left. We have to take care of those things as well, like these parts are left and also this part, but these things are remaining. But apart from that, our shoe is done, our pant is done. In the last live stream I actually did the pant retopology. We have made our belt, that is done. Here we have the, what do you call, the belt holder, I guess. Yes, so that is also done. Everything is properly set up. And now let me see. Yes, I think there's a issue with these things. That is, let me switch off the two-sided lighting, and then if we see it, these are basically reversed, so I have to fix them. It's easy fix, just reverse them. And today we will, hello Blender bro, what is your actual name? And okay, so this is done so far. Today we are going to start with our hand retopology. Basically it is a gloves. As you can see, this is basically a leather glove, but the topology for a glove and a hand both are typically same. So we are whatever we will do with this gloves topology is completely applicable to a hand retopology. And yeah, for a hand topology you can tweak few things, like we have this kind of folds and what do you call, this kind of a thing, I don't know what to exactly call that. You can call it a joint and fold over here. So that kind of fold, skin fold, is not present on a glove, but apart from that the everything remains same. So these things are typically done with normal map baking, though you can also adjust the topology in such a way that those things deforms properly and folds properly. Okay, hi Ajay, hi. And as I was saying, Ajay, so for gloves we can skip that part, and apart from that both the topologies are absolutely same. So I will start with this thing now. And of course, when you are actually doing the retopology for the hand, you have to take into account these nails, you have to make sure that you are modeling the topology in such a way that these nails are sharp and properly visible. But like this kind of nails needs to be visible, but when it comes to gloves you can skip those part, as we don't have those nails in our gloves. So yeah, that being said, I will start my work. And here we go. I will definitely switch off the wireframe on shaded view. For this viewport I will turn off the default material so that individual materials can be visible. And let's see. Okay, and let me start with this. I will isolate that. In this view we have this, you know the drill basically. So I'll select this, I'll make this a live object, and we will take our quadro. We are done, we are all set up for our topology. But before I proceed, I will do one thing. I need to turn off my phone's volume. Okay, so to start a hand topology, basically these fingers are typically like a cylinder. So if you take a cylinder, and like, let me zoom in there. So when we take a cylinder, it is kind of like this, and if we keep something like this, see, like this, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we have 8 faces wrapping up and forming the entire cylinder. We have to do the exactly same thing for our fingers as well, like each side, like for the front side, for the sides, and for the back side as well, we will have 2 faces to cover up the entire shape. So let us begin, and let me show you what I exactly mean by that. So it will be something like this. Okay, where did it went? I cannot see it. Something wrong? Don't know. Okay, it actually went inside, so that is okay. And just a moment, I will mute my mic for a while. Okay, I was facing some issues, so yeah, we are all good. Let me see it again. Yeah, right now it is working properly. I don't know what was the issue back then. So let me select these things again, and I'll make this the live object. And here we go, we have the quadro tool. Okay, so here we will again extrude another face. And see, like this we managed to create. Okay, so that's the issue. We accidentally made this and this as a same object. That was the reason why it was not visible. So now we have managed to draw 2 faces which is similar to these 2 faces. Now we have to draw other 2 faces in this side as well, so we'll do that. But before that, let me arrange it properly like this, and the next face will be something like this and this. Cool, we have it. Now same goes for the back side. We will draw two more faces. Here we have it. Now I will bring this a bit closer like this, and I will draw another face here, and the remaining is this. So right now of course I have to adjust everything so that it is a seamless loop. So yeah, we have the cylindrical shape, and we have 8 sides of this cylinder, so 8 faces basically. So 8 faces are combining to make this cylinder, with each side getting 2 faces. So this is the front, this is one side, this is the back, and this is the other side, which is partially hidden, but you get the idea. So let me just check one thing. Yes, so I have to do the same for the other fingers as well. I will do the exact same thing. Just a moment. Yep. We have it done. Same for the back side. Let me do the back side here. We have the back side done. Now we have to take care of the left and right side respectively. Let me extrude it. I think extruding it will be better. Got it. Now let's do this on this side. Let me extrude it. Boom, it's done. And we have things. So let's do it for this finger as well. Now if you feel that this process is a bit repetitive, you can actually do this. You can select this individually, you can select this completely separately, and like if you press shift and right mouse button, then you can duplicate these faces. So now if I see, these are now separate. So instead of actually doing so now instead of actually again making this, you can technically select this and adjust the position according to it. But before you do that, you have to make sure that you are turning off the live object. Then simple, you just adjust it accordingly. But I believe the time it takes to adjust everything, I can draw those faces way faster. So I don't usually like to duplicate faces and adjust it according to the shape. I love to draw it from the scratch, but it's totally up to you. Whatever you want to do, you can do. And now let me combine them together, and if I just see, it is kind of a same thing, but then you have to spend so much time in adjusting these things. I don't think it's worth it, but it's completely upon you how you want to approach the retopology. See, it is taking so much time to actually drawing this adjusting these edges according to the shape. till now it is not perfect. You have to keep adjusting and all those things have to be done. Now almost we are close to what we actually need. See, I actually duplicated the faces and adjusted it according to the shape, but that took us so much time. But I believe if we, instead of doing that, we actually make them fresh and on this live surface, this is much better than adjusting it again. So something like this. Cool. So we have established the basic shape for our fingers. Now all we have to do is extrude them outside according to the joints. Now see, here is the joint. This is from where our finger will bend. So this is a bending point. So here we usually keep 3 loops like this. This is not necessary. So here usually we keep 3 loops, 1 2 3, and this helps this area to deform properly. But you can always go higher if you wish to, but I want to keep this edge flow quite efficient and low, so I would avoid that. Now let me see what else do we have here. Of course, this is one thing that we have to repeat this exact same step for all these fingers, but apart from that, what we do have to do is something like this. These two faces will continue their way up in this direction. And if you see that these are not conforming or deforming according to the high poly mesh, it's not a big deal. Just add one more edge loop and it should conform properly. But for the starting part, keep the edge flow low and avoid adding those extra faces. Let's reposition all these things accordingly. Yep, we are doing a decent job. Now we have established that loop edge flow. Let's do the same for this side. This will also come up something like this. And we don't have to necessarily keep so much edge loop for now. Let's keep the spacing high like this, so we have everything. And let me bring these things down. Cool. And let me check. Something cool. Okay, so now that we have established these two edge flow which should flow upward, now let us complete the fingers, something like this. And one more thing, let me show it. We can keep the edge flow like this, but we can also keep the edge flow something like this. And the point is, if you keep your edge flow something like this, see, for a gloves you can keep this kind of edge flow, it is not a big deal, it will come straight. But if you are actually making a finger, then for fingers we typically have this kind of, just a moment, yeah, we typically have this kind of folds in here. So just to hold that shape properly, we can add this kind of a thing, but not necessary actually in this part, not really necessary, so we'll skip it. Let me delete everything and we'll keep it simple for this mesh. And we have a good news for this mesh. Basically, when you are making any hand, the main concern for us is the amount of edge loops we need to model all these fingers will eventually flow upward and will connect to the main body. Then we have to very forcefully manage those edge loops so that they don't flow upward and they are flowing inside this region only and not going upward. But luckily for us, right now what we have here is the mesh is ending here itself, like this mesh will end here, and from here we have a separate mesh, so we really don't have to worry about our edge blowing upward, as it will end technically here. But this is only possible as this character is stylized character and it is not very realistic one. But if you are making any realistic character and you will eventually do simulation for the clothes and everything, then you cannot go with this workflow. You have to follow the realistic workflow and make sure those edge loops are flowing upwards. So that is the thing, but here we are safe now, and that is the only thing I wanted to mention. Now let us proceed. No. Now here we need this edge here, and something like this should be enough. It is a general rule that whenever you are whenever the mesh is such that it will fold in from that region, like whenever a mesh is folding something like this, like how a finger folds or how this elbow region folds, whenever it is kind of a hinge kind of a situation like this, then you have to typically keep 3 edge loops. That is the minimum requirement for it to be like for it to fold properly. So that is the reason why we are keeping these three edge loops in the middle portion. This is a joint over here, and we also have to do the same in this region as well, as we also have a fold here. Though this thing don't fold as much as this thing does, but still it folds, so we have to make sure that there are enough loops to support the movement. Let me get going. Yeah. Yes, someone just called me. Okay, we have some issues here. Let me quickly fix them. What went wrong here? Okay, maybe due to this shape it is not coming down properly, so not to worry, we'll do it manually, just like that. Let me bring them down and let's see if it is coming down properly. Yes, it is. Now let me add them. Just add one here, add one here. We managed to do it. Very nice. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Now I have to just to make sure that no, there is something like this in this region. This part will be something like this. We honestly have to make this is super important. This will enable us to add loops like this, so this loop will flow continuously along the fingers. So that is the reason why we are keeping that. Now let's Add this here. Now okay. No, I believe that okay, I think I have done a mistake. This thing should come up like this, something like this. This is the middle portion. This will go outside like this. Like we will have two faces on top, but this part should come here, go in that direction, and these will be here. Now one, and it will also flow up, and here will be a edge. Let me delete this, and this will connect with this. So something like this should be there. Yeah, now it is proper. And that is why I was thinking that maybe something is going on fishy over there. Yep, now we have the proper topology. So let me continue this exact same thing in this part as well, like this, and like this. Nope, again mistake. This will come up, and this will come here to give it company. Now this thing will connect with this one, something like this. Cool, we have it. Now let me reposition these edges again. Cool, and let me bring it here. Perfect. And naturally this will come here. But I have a small doubt. Yep, I think I did one terrible mistake. This thing should connect with it like this, and this thing should come, and this thing should come here. It will be something like this. Yep, let me bring it here, and let me bring it here. It looks nice. So this is same, this is same, then this is okay. No, it should be like this. Why am I doing such mistakes? Okay, so it goes something like this, something like this, and something like this. Let me put this here. Okay, for the time being, I'm removing those edge loops. I may add them afterwards, but not right now. It is not necessary for me. Okay, so let's take a break. I know this part, as you cannot really see properly underneath this kind of a edge, or basically what you can say in Hindi we call it khopcha. So khopche mein dikhta nahi hai. So basically now we are done with that thing, and we can admire and see how much we have actually achieved so far. Now let me isolate it and let's zoom in and see what we have here. See, we have successfully made this so far. Cool. What do we have to do? Just a moment. Do we have any viewers right now? No, we don't have any viewers at this moment. Okay, cool. By the way, I really need to switch my screen, so I'll do just that. So right now we have this. Now if we wish to continue further, I just switch the screen as I wanted to see it better. Now if we wish to continue further, I will extrude one edge from there, and now it will come up until here, and now we have to add these. And in this side also it will come outside like this. And this is the exact same step that we have to repeat. Good. Just adjust this position a little bit better and make some space for that edge that you have to draw. Okay, why? Okay, here we managed to draw that. The what's happening here? This is it. Seems like here only. So it will go something like this. Something don't feel right, and I'm not sure what exactly, but something is not feeling all right. From here, same should go for this check. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3, it will come here, something like this. And that is a mistake which I was doing. It will be joined like this. Okay, I am doing this character modeling for quite few years now. Still I do this kind of a silly mistakes, and I have to rethink what I am exactly doing wrong. See, now we have everything matched properly. This is the exact topology which you need to do. Yeah, cool. See, now it will go something like this. and then I will basically make sure that these loops are going something like this, and sure it is at the center. Add one like this, one like this, and same goes for here as well, and then join. So this is my game plan. Just keep it close. Cool. So to add two spaces here, this, this, and this. Okay, do I have any extra? Yes, this is extra, not really needed. So I swiftly remove that. Now we have something to work with. Let me push it upwards. Let me add one here. Let's keep that as well. Now we managed to level up this entire region. But I am not yet sure if we should. No. Why I'm keeping it like this? It should go, and let's put it inside. It should be something like this. Yes. Cool. I can also bring it in this side. Now what do I have here? I think it will deform just fine. No issue in that. And if we want to see how the shape is turning out to be, we can always come in this view, press 3 and check. Okay, this is our progress so far. Not bad actually. Now let us unisolate this again, come out of this wireframe on shaded view, select this and take our quadro. Cool, let me save the file. I have not saved the file for quite a while now. Let me quickly do that. And I am also saving it as a backup file as well. Cool. Okay, let me continue these fingers. This here again we have three edge loops. Then we'll continue again. Cool, we have it. Let me check, but we have to adjust the position. This thing should follow this. So you can see that here the silhouette is not matching, like we need one extra edge over here. So if we add one, it will properly match. So we will keep that in mind that we have to add one extra loop in that portion, but for now let us skip that. We'll add that after we are done with the entire topology. So yeah. Okay. Let me again switch the screen. Just a moment. We can switch the screen. Hello, hello, bro. Hello, hello. Okay, let me continue. Ensure that these age loops are falling in the age loop is following this shape. I have to make sure that, and here as well. Now let me add this loop. So here I have kept it like this, but you can also do it something like this. This is also a possibility. I have a question for you. Yes, bro, you can mention. What do you wanna know? Can. So this is also a possibility. We can do that, but right now I won't do that. I will keep it exactly how it was. ESCG Lealgo. How do you pronounce that? CG. Okay, I'll call you CG Go. So CG Go, what do you wanna ask? You can ask me. Hmm. See, now we have to. This is the joint. So let me bring this thing down like this, and this also comes down like this. Want to know if Blender is enough? Blender is enough in what context for? So the context is very important. Like Blender has got everything that you need for creating your own animation or product visualization. Everything Blender is enough for that. But if you want to eventually join any production or any big studio, then definitely you can start with Blender. But once you master all the essential skills, then try to transfer all those skills into Maya. These skills can be transferred from one software to another. There is no issue in that. So eventually you have to know Maya as well, as it is something that is industry standard right now. Major studios want you to perform things in Maya, though things are changing right now. There are a lot of work requirement, and they are asking Blender for, like, they want the artist to know Blender, especially when there is a job opening in a small studio. They typically prefer Blender, but those roles are kind of for a generalist position, when they ask you to basically do everything from modeling, texturing, animation, rigging to effects, everything. They want a complete package. So that is the market scenario right now. If initially you have to start your job with something like that, and for that reason Blender is enough, but you have to be a generalist. But eventually when you shift from that to a proper big studio, then you have to be a specialist, and then you need to learn specific softwares like Maya, or if you are going into product visualization or architecture visualization, then you have to learn 3ds Max and V-Ray. And if you want to know, if you want to do FX, then definitely you have to learn Houdini. So that is the path. But initially, while starting and doing your own personal project and getting into a small studio, Blender is more than enough. I hope that answers your question. Now what we have to do is we have to make sure that these loops are forming like this. This will be one and this another. So here we go, we have managed to preserve the shape quite well. This is enough for this region. Now no, I think I altered the topology a little bit more. There is a requirement for me to add one extra loop here, but I'll try to avoid it now, and let's see if I can manage the topology without adding those extra loops. Thanks for the info. Yeah, buddy, by the way, I have opened your channel as well. This is your channel, right? So this is your channel and you have videos. So what is this? You are a game developer? So is this a game that you are doing screen recording, or have you actually developed this thing? By the way, you now have 3 subscribers. So you made this, or is it a game recording? You have also not added any description as well, so it's hard for me to know exactly. If you can mention it in the chat. Just a moment. I did not put. You have videos on YouTube, see? You have 7 videos on YouTube. Are you sharing your channel with anyone else who is uploading videos on your behalf? Better be sure of it. So I added this. Now let's see, this can be joined together. This will go there, and let me keep it here like this. And now can I make it even better? Have to think. Maybe I can add things like this, and this. Yes, this topology is way better. Perfect. So we have successfully managed to keep the topology perfect without adding any extra loops. And also, just to be sure, we will make sure that these vertices are following the underneath crease line, like this. Be like this. Okay, so we are done with this finger. Now let us complete this finger as well. Again, the process is same, we just have to repeat it over and over again. Let me extrude it up till here. Perfect. Now what we have to do is we have to add these joints from where our finger will typically bend. So we are done. Let us see what we have here. Let me like this, something like this. Let me continue this. Cool, we have it. Let us see what can I do here. Let me pull them backwards a little. Now let me add one face here and one face here, one face here. Cool. Let me do the same for this part, and this part. Now we have to join everything together like this, and we have successfully completed another finger. Now we can always add few extra cuts here, but when you see me adding cuts, I actually add these loops in this direction, but I am avoiding adding any loops in this direction which will flow upward, as I at this stage I don't want those loops to flow upward. And once we are done with the entire topology, then we will definitely add those extra loops and make the shape a bit close to the exact high poly sculpt. But when you are actually in these early stages, you should not add those extra loops that are flowing upwards. That's the general rule of thumb. Okay, so here I can see that I have to adjust it a little so that things fall into place. Cool. Okay, now let me add these. Mhm. Mm, add this as well. this, this, this. Okay, I think I did a mistake. Let me check how I kept the other side. So yeah, it goes something like what? It should be something like this. So both the topologies are same, kinda same. So yes, something like this. Again, we are done with another finger, one more to go. Then we also have to take care of the thumb, and thumb is basically a bit tricky than the rest of the fingers. That is the main reason why I keep it for the very last. Okay, we are good to go here. Let me continue this, something like this and this. Perfect. Let me bring down the front portion as well, this and this. Cool. Now this is the joint, and here we need to add these extra cuts. And now let me manage them, something like this. Same goes for this side. Cool. Now let me just fill in the gaps and also push them upwards so it basically follows this arc. See, we are done here. Now let me do the same for this region as well. Done. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Okay, cool. Let me add one extra, this, and here also let me do the same, this. Perfectly done. Okay, let me continue bringing them down. This and this. Let's bring them up. Now we can add these and this, and we are done with all the fingers. Cool. Now we have to actually start with the thumb. I really don't like that part. It is something that I try to avoid till the very end, but eventually you have to do it. Still, see, I'm trying to avoid it again. I am doing this wrist part just to delay the thumb topology a little bit more. This part is not easy, but is not difficult. This part, doing this part is easy, but when you have to loop this around here, that is where all the problems start arising. But you have to do it eventually. Anyways, just let me do this thing, as this thumb will eventually connect with this part. So let me create a base. Like this and like this. bring it here, here, and here. Cool. So now we'll follow this loop, and just a moment. Yeah, this loop will come and join here. As you can see, this is the loop which I'm talking about. See, this is the flow of our thumb. So we are doing the same in this part as well. So we are very close to what we actually have to make here. Now let us finish this loop. And here and here, here and here. Okay, so we have managed to create that loop. Now let us join them. Is this is a thing which we can do immediately, joining them. Cool, we are very close to what we actually have to do. Now let me continue these edges. Right now I am only focusing on continuing the edges, and if we need to add or remove any of the edges afterwards, we can easily do that. But let us close this entire edge flow first. So something like this should do the trick. This now we can join them. Cool. We have managed to create all these things. Now it is the only thing that is left for us is to fill in the remaining edges, and that is not very difficult to do. So let me start with this part. Hold on, someone just exist something. No. Okay, so it goes something like this and this. Same for this. And we will keep the middle portion like this. Same for this region as well. We have to keep it in the middle, definitely. That is the important part of it. Keep it in the middle. No, I think something. No, no, no. Why I'm adding this? That is a mistake, maybe. No, no, no. I have to add this. Let's see. Let's follow this pattern itself. So this will come up. It will come down. It will be like this. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Now we have it. Cool. Now I can clearly see that this thing is not necessary, and we can push this vertices upward like this, and we can join it. So, and also this is not necessary, we'll push it upwards like this and join it. Great. and here I can see that I have made a mistake. I can actually make it something like this. Yeah, thing like this should be done here. Mm, nope, 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 nope. What mistake am I making? I'm not sure about it yet. So it is something like this. Now this part I have this is this part. I am extruding it. Perfect. This is the extrusion, and this part is joining like this, and this part will join like this, and this will follow here. Now as that part is going in that direction, this will come here, so there will be another part which will join like this and here. Okay, this is not bad, this is okay. Then can I avoid this all total? Yes, like this I can completely avoid it. But I want to keep that triangular shape over there. So what is the better way of dealing with that? Yes, yes, this is something which I was looking for. Yes, this will preserve that knuckle shape properly. Which will preserve our knuckles shape pretty well, and also give us this flow, very nice flow. This is flowing perfectly good. This is flowing perfectly, but something is wrong here, so I'll delete it. I have to check what is wrong in this region. Something like this. Nope, 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 nope. Something like this should go. Yes. And what else can be done here? I join it together. No, 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 no. Not gonna happen. Okay, so this is the edge, this is the edge, this is flowing like this, this should be like this, and this should come like this. This this is okay, but I think something is wrong here, something is missing. Let me delete it first. This is Yeah, something like this is okay. Now it is flowing perfectly. Okay, that is okay. Now this is flowing perfectly. Now let me see what else I have to do here. Perfectly flowing. Let me add this, and let us add this. So we have made the knuckle perfectly. Now have to repeat the same here. This is something like this, and this is something like this, and this goes something like this. But for now we can leave it, and this will connect itself here. Okay, so I think this is a better topology. This extra vertex in this direction will basically help us to keep that knuckles shape properly intact in that region, though we can technically change the topology also, not a big deal. Let us see, let us see in this viewport how is it holding up the shape. No, I think I can try something else as well for this part. Let us delete it and let's see if I join them together like this, how will the vertex hold up. Yeah, I think, yeah, I can also keep it like this. I think this is better. But then we have a different issue here. Cool. This is going perfectly. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes. Okay, so this is the final edge loop what I'm going to keep here. And for this part, this is perfect, this is perfect, this is perfect. Yes, yes, we have managed to keep all those edge loops perfectly. And yeah, that's a success. Cool. Now let me see what else can I do. Okay, now I'm adding this edges, as I have almost defined the entire shape of the hand. Like all those edge loops are taken care of, so now I can easily manage extra loops. So that is the reason why I am adding them at this given moment. And now in this direction I will like to change the flow of my edge, something like this. It is flowing like this, but from here it is changing its direction. We'll continue this with the topology. Add one. We are filling in the gaps, and here I have to add few loops as this is from where the finger typically bends. And just to make sure that We have some extra loops in this corner. I will add few extra here as well. Thing like this is perfect. Now I am getting a feeling that I'll not want the change of direction in this position, so let me correct that, bring it in that direction itself, bring it here, add one extra loop here. Thing like this will do. Now from here I can change the direction. See, this topology is better. We have enough loops to deform our fingers in animation, and yeah, we are almost done. It's only a matter of time that we join everything up. Cool. We very much happy with this. Nope. Add one. Let me smooth out these parts for you, and here we go. Perfect. More things in this region. This may cause a little bit of, what do you call that? Mm, This is okay, but I don't want to keep a star here. I want to maybe, what else can I do? I want to start there, so let me add this and add something like this. This will help me avoid that star in that particular region. Then again we are having a star. Okay, let it be. It will not be that big of an issue. We can easily deform it. Right now I'm keeping it, but afterwards if I feel that I get a chance to avoid that star in that particular region, I will definitely do that. Hmm. Okay, like this I can also push the star a little bit up. Right now I have pushed that star is still there, but it just went a bit up, so we can still we have a star here itself. Maybe something like this. Let's see. No, I'll stick to the default what I initially made. Cool, we are all good. We're all good. Let's not look at that region anymore. It is my bad habit, like I keep changing the already done parts. And okay, here I will do one thing. I will here I will basically remove few pieces, something like this. Let me remove it for now. Once I removed it, what did it took away from me? Hmm. Not. Keep it like this only for now. Hmm. How many stars around the thumb? Well, right now, I have few extra stars here, which I technically should avoid. But before I actually close all those stars, I am I'm trying to close all these empty places first. But as we are done with these places, then I will take care of the stars. But right now, I have a star here and here. This is not a very mm, there are wrinkles naturally forming in this part, so if there are stars and we get a bit of annoying deformation over there, that will end up looking like this folds, so we can get away with this. So I am okay with stars in this particular region, but I still don't want to keep two stars side by side. I want one star over there. But right now I am just going with the flow and filling the rest of the parts, and once I'm done with that, I'll get back to that part and make sure there is only one star over there. I think that makes sense. And it always happens to me, I start out with all the perfect loops and all, but like I mentioned this initially also, sometimes before like half an hour ago, that I am really afraid of this thumb part. Whenever I try to do thumb, I mess up things. So this is kind of my weak point, but eventually it takes me a little longer to do it, but eventually I make sure that everything flows properly. Okay, we go close to this. Let me smooth out this region a bit. Cool, yeah, almost there, almost there. This is the only reason I keep the thumb for the very end. I'm afraid of doing the thumb topology, but I'm not afraid of doing face retopology. I can easily handle the face topology, but I don't know, something just goes into me that whenever I do the thumb topology, I just cannot get it done with in one go. I have to do something, then realize that I went wrong in some direction, then again fix them back. So that is something I know that is my weakness, and I'm working on it. Maybe after doing few more characters, I will eventually outgrow my weakness. One triangle is still here. It's okay, let me keep one triangle here, not a big deal. One triangle here won't harm us, but now I have to take care of this star. I don't want two stars side by side. One star is here, that is fine, but here I have to make sure that it comes, should go here. I can add, okay, now like this I can avoid one star, but then another star will form in this region. So how can I avoid it? Maybe something like this will work. Yep. Okay, see, now we only have one star. This is something that you cannot avoid, but at least, okay, then we are forming another. No, this is not a star. Okay, cool. This might look like a star, but it is not a star. So we only have one star in this region, and that is okay. So that is how I fix things. We are cool. Now we have to fill in the remaining, and we are done with our hand. Let's get it done quickly. Done. Done, 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 done. Here we can clearly see that we cannot keep two faces here, so like this. Um, Now I believe that I have to make sure that only one edge loop is flowing in this direction. One star, buddy. In the thumb region there is only one star in the front portion. And we are done. See, we are done with the topology of our hand or gloves, whatever you wanna call this. So yes, we are done. Now as we are done with everything, now we have the time to pinpoint some problematic areas and fix them if we want to. Like here it is okay, here we can, here it is also okay, but let me see, maybe particularly in this region something can be fixed. So let us see what can be fixed here. Cool. Here, here. Let me fix this, and now if I push it in this direction, and if we remove this, let me see what is the outcome we're getting. Yep, that can be removed. No, then it is removing that shape. Okay, so I'll do this thing, just remove them. No, I cannot remove this, so something like this should do. And here let me put this, so this is no more a triangle. Perfect. Usually there is no deformation in this region. This region does not deform, it stays same. So yeah, we are good to go. Okay, what do you mean 3 or 4? Okay, so let me show you in which part I have star. See, here is a star. This is a star. The reason is this loop is flowing in this direction, but there is a change of flow. This loop is going like this and this loop is going like this, so there is definitely a star, and there is no issue in keeping a star in this region, as if you see our natural movement of the hand, then we get this kind of deformation in this part of the hand. So when something is deforming like this naturally, the star will also cause something like this vertex, particularly this vertex will pop up when deforming, and which will give us a feeling like this area is popping up, like exactly how this thing does this. So this star is perfectly fine for that region. And if we see that the thing is not deforming properly when we are animating, then it is my personal project, so I can always come back and alter the topology of it. Not a big deal in that. And apart from that, you can see I have optimized the edge flow a bit in this region. The reason is, in this part there is no bending, this is a solid bone. 4 stars around the thumb. Yes, this is 1 star. This part is technically not a star here. Okay, I have some issue here, thank you for pointing that out, but this is not a star, this is a star. And here also this is not a star. Here we have a star. Again, change of direction, but these regions usually don't deform, they just rotate, so we don't have to worry about these regions. And here is a star, so here 1 star, here 1 star, rest is all good. And now here I am keeping a triangle, which is fine, but if I wish to avoid it completely, then I can do something like this. Now that we have done things in that region, now let me add this. Now I am adding them, it will deform better. Now we have managed to preserve the shape quite well. Okay, so yeah, we are done with the topology of our hand. See, we have it. We see it. See, these are the important parts where we have the topology perfectly done. Here also it will deform just fine. Here you can see this is there is a change in flow, exactly how there is a change in flow in our muscle. And here also the flow goes something like this, same like here. And in this region here to here, this part actually does not, this only rotate like this from this is a pivot point and it rotates like this. There is no deformation like how you see deformation in this region, how this is deforming. There is no deformation in here. So that is the reason why I am okay with keeping this kind of edge in this part. So yeah, that is it, we are done. Let me just do the duplicate special and keep. We have done the topology of our boot, our pant, our hands. Now we have to do the topology. We also have perfect topology for the buttons, and right now it is hidden, but we also have the perfect topology for our tie as well. There is a tie. Now I think the 4 stars are the ones that hold the thumb in the hand. Well, it depends. Let us count how many stars we have here. Here is 1 star, 1, and here is another star. These 2 stars are important. These 2 stars are important. Now it really doesn't matter what you have in this region, as there is no particular movement in this particular region. There is no movement in this particular region, so it does not matter if you are keeping any star here or not. So this thing and this thing, these 2 are only important. And also I mentioned it earlier that I am not very much good with thumb topology in particular. Everything else is perfectly fine with me, but when it comes to thumb I tend to do mistakes. But this kind of topology usually works for me. If things don't work out for you, then definitely you can try something else. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to follow this kind of topology. There are other kind of topologies also, but you have to follow a basic standard, then you can modify it a bit. There are a lot of topologies available online. You can just download an image and try to follow that. So this is what I do, and this usually works best for me. And yeah, that's it, we have done it. We have our boots. This is not required anymore. Let us delete this. We have our boots, we have our pant, we have the gloves, we have the belt and everything. Now I am going to end the stream, and in the next stream we will do the topology for the face. We'll start with the face in the next stream, and the next stream I'll do within like after a few hours. In the midnight I will start that stream. That will be a midnight stream. So that is my plan for today. And yeah, CG go, I hope I could answer you. And okay, if you have any particular question regarding it, then just do one thing. We can get on a call. Just a moment. Just a moment, buddy. Here you go. Here is my Discord username. You can send me friend request. We can connect on Discord and let us discuss what exactly are you talking about. And a discussion is always a better way to go. You can also teach me something, and if that helps me, I will definitely change my workflow according to you. So come to Discord, let us have a sit on a call. So let me mention it. Discord. This is my Discord. Come over, buddy. Let us just chat on there. And yeah, for the rest of you guys, thank you for joining. I am done with this stream. The topic for the stream was to do the hand topology. We are pretty much done with it. and in the next stream I will do the face topology. You can subscribe this channel if you haven't already, then you will get notified for when I start that stream. And what I have planned is I will start that stream around 2:30 a.m. in the night. So yeah, see you there, and bye for now. Hope you're having a great day.